All right, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with this one, brutally honest. And right now, 2024 going into 2025 is the best time to get ahead of 99% of people, because 99% of people have no skill, 99% of people are lazy, 99% of people are okay with just doing enough, but not doing too much, not doing too little. They're okay with being average. I'm gonna go over why that is and just what you can do. And it's not much. You don't have to do much to get ahead of people nowadays. So back when, let's say back in when our grandparents, great grandparents, even our parents, depending on how old you are, when they were younger, they didn't have distractions. They didn't have no distractions like we have today. We got this device right here. This is the biggest hindrance right here. Your phone, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Instagram, the social media, the OnlyFans, all that nonsense. There's so many distractions nowadays that it's easy to get caught up in all that micro, all that scrolling, just mindless scrolling, whether it be when you wake up. As soon as you wake up, you grab your phone, you just scroll TikTok, 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 TikTok. Or if when you're taking a shit, you're just scrolling randomly, not getting any value from what you're looking at, not getting no substance, just you mindlessly bullshitting. Whether that's during your work hours, just bullshitting, going on IG, seeing IG baddies that provides no value to you at all. You know they're not hitting you up, so I don't know why you follow them. Like, you're just doing mindless shit on social media. And social media, when it first came out, it was more so to connect us, but I feel like it's driving us more apart, and it's just more so a distraction more than anything. But back to my point of why I brought that up. So back when, like, the boomers and whatever generations before us, they simply had no distractions, and they also grinded their ass off. They didn't bitch at every little obstacle, every little failure that was presented in front of them. They leaped those hurdles. They leaped those failures. They embraced those failures, I should say. But nowadays, most people, when they come to any difficulty, when they come to any moment where it's a little tough, they want to back out. They want to go to a new hobby. They want to go to a new craft. They want to go do something different because, oh, it's a little too hard, or I don't know, I can't do this anymore, or da da da, all that nonsense. You hear a lot of nonsense nowadays with, like, our current generation, my generation, and as it's getting younger and younger. Like, back in the day, like, my grandma, she's from Dominican Republic, bro. She's the hardest fucking worker I know. She don't complain about nothing. And even she does complain, she still pushes through that. And I get that mindset from her. I get that mindset from my mom. They never complain about nothing. They just grind. They 100% grind through the setbacks, through the failures, through the tough times. Like, it's not like that no more. I mean, it could be a pro and a con, because I guess if you back out from something, because then maybe if it's something you don't really want to do, then you could steer in a different direction. But most people don't do that. They just bounce from hobby to hobby, or from different career to different career, like, as soon as it gets tough. They don't even try to push through it. They don't even try to navigate around it. In my situation, yeah, I quit my job, but I pushed through that. I made the most of that opportunity, and I'm still grinding. It's not like I quit just to be a bum. I didn't quit just to play video games all day. I didn't quit just to, you know what I'm saying? I'm quitting to do this YouTube stuff, to trade. I still work, but not at your traditional 9 to 5. I'm still doing what I got to do. I'm still working hard. I'm even working more than I normally was. But I'm just doing it in a different way. I'm doing it for something I actually do enjoy, which is trading and talking on YouTube, creating stuff. Just creating stuff is cool to me. So most people nowadays don't have that grind. They don't got that dog in them like our parents or grandparents or great grandparents used to have. So it's easy to kind of get ahead, because all you got to do is just put your fucking phone away and put a little effort. And you could do that by, whether that's waking up an hour earlier before your 9 to 5, or taking a little effort after your 9 to 5 to work on your craft. It don't gotta be fucking 10 hours. It just gotta be an additional, say 30, 60 minutes. You're working on your craft, you're working on your hobby, you're working on your side hustle, you're working on something you actually wanna do. Just give it a little bit of time every day. Say you do an hour in the morning every day, an hour at night every day. That's an extra 14 hours you're getting right there a week. So just do the math. Eventually you'll pass your competition. You'll pass those around you. You don't necessarily have to quit your job in order to work on your side gig. But back to my next point. Most people have no skill. So no skill being that if you go on Instagram right now and any girl that looks somewhat good, there's probably a link in there. There's probably an OnlyFans link in there. It don't take no skill to be a girl that does that. You just post fucking dumb shit on your account and then go from there. And most people are finding ways. There's so many ways to make money that you don't really necessarily need a skill in order to be successful or to be profitable, I should say. So there's so many avenues you could take. So if you have even a slight skill, whether that be video editing, whether that be fucking public speaking, whether that be content creation, whether that be just anything, your business, just any skill that most people don't have, you could take leaps on leaps on leaps ahead of others because most people don't necessarily have a skill, and you could be successful even without a skill, which goes to show you why it's so easy 2024 2025 to really be successful. There's so many ways online to make money. So I'm not bashing on people that just post dumb shit on IG. They're doing what they gotta do on their websites, on their whatever, you know what I'm saying? They making their money. But there's idiots out there that's paying $5, $10, $20 a month so these girls can eat. You know what I'm saying? There's people that are making bread off your dumb ass who wanna purchase dumb shit. And that leads me to my next point is most people are using up all their dopamine back on that scrolling, on that Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, whatever. You're using all your dopamine on that when you actually want to pursue something that you actually want to do, you're tapped out. Your neurotransmitters like, I had enough. Like you really don't got the juices anymore to actually go ahead and do those things. And you don't need to be motivated to do these things, but it does help in order for you to start. And the scrolling, the mindless scrolling at that, just sucks all your motivation, sucks all your willpower in order to do those things that you actually want to do. So I highly recommend to build some sort of resilience, doing something difficult as soon as you wake up, as opposed to going on your phone. Do something as in take a cold shower, take an ice bath, go for a run, hit the gym. Do something for your mental, do something for your mind, because if you're able to overcome the tough, the hard in the beginning of the day, the rest of the day is going to seem easy as fuck, because most people aren't doing that shit. Most people wake up just in time to get to work, or just in time so they can get to work on time. Sometimes they might not even shower. They just go to work, and they go to work at their assigned time, barely make it on time, and then they leave when they got to, and they go home, they're on Netflix. That's your average person, I would guess. They don't do the extra 60 minutes, like I mentioned, extra 30 minutes just to improve their lives. So it's so easy to get ahead because simply people are just not doing it. All you got to do is do the thing, put in a little bit of time, put in a little bit of effort than you normally would have. And this is a tip for you, don't overly exert yourself that you can't maintain consistency. I know with me, whenever I'm say when I started running like a couple years ago, like running faithfully every single day. The first time I ever went for a run, I was like, yo, I'm gonna run fucking 10 miles. I do the 10 miles at a slow pace, and then I don't fucking run for a month because I overly exerted myself on that first run, that first 10 miler. I'm like, bro, fuck this. I don't want to do this shit anymore. So I didn't run for like a month. And then I was like, all right, let me break it down into smaller fucking steps. So I'll start with a mile today, and then maybe tomorrow I'll do a mile and a half, and then maybe 2 days from now I'll do 2 miles, and then 3 miles. And then I figured out a good number for me where I can do every day, and that's like 4 or 5 miles a day. I'll do it like 5 times a week, or 5 times a week, not every day. But don't overly exert yourself too early on in your journey of whatever it is, because you're not going to maintain the consistency. As simple as that. You're not going to want to continue to do it if you think in your mind you're going to do fucking whatever. I don't know what that thing is, but you're not going to say it's fucking content creation or creating like some sort of film. You're not going to create a movie in a day, you know what I'm saying? Do little steps, maybe do like a fucking 30-second short film, then a minute, then a 5-minute, then an hour, you know what I'm saying? Like build up. That's the biggest thing, build up. Most people fail at things and don't continue. And I could take this from me personally when they go too hard, too quick. And then they just don't maintain that. That's like me when I'm boxing. If you go all out in the first minute of the fight, you're not gonna have nothing left in the remainder of the fight. You used all your juices, you used all your flow the first round. So if your opponent could just hold you off for a minute, it's over. It's over. Your opponent got you. So don't use all your juices too early. But also don't fucking limit yourself as well. Last but not least, and this is the biggest thing. This is the biggest fucking thing in 2024, 2025. The biggest thing that pisses me off and why most people don't succeed and why it's easy for you now to get ahead. Everyone is looking for a shortcut in order to do something, whether that be lose weight. I remember I was taking the train one time and I see on like the little billboard shits that they got, it was like a pill. No, it was a shot, like a literal shot you could take to lose weight. And I'm like, yo, we've come to that you need to take a shot. You can't, a little shot and it will just lose the weight for you. You're not building any sort of resilience. You're not building any mental fortitude there. You're literally just taking a shot. You're eating fucking cheeseburgers at McDonald's all day, and then you inject that shot and you lose weight. What does that do for you? Yeah, you may lose the weight physically, but mentally you fucking frying your shit, because people always want a shortcut to everything. People always want to find the quickest route in order to achieve what they want to achieve. But sometimes that longer destination, even though it's longer, like I said, even though it might not be the most optimal, the most efficient, it's the most necessary. Like that's where you build character. That's where you build yourself. That's where you build anything. It's all about the mental at the end of the day. So if you want to lose weight, go to the fucking gym. Stop taking them pills. Stop taking them shots. If you want to feel happy, feel good, stop fucking smoking. Stop fucking doing drugs. Stop drinking all the time. Fucking do something where you can build natural dopamine. Go for a run. Lift some weights. Like I said, take an ice bath. Do something naturally. People want shortcuts, and then they're upset when they're fucking sad for no reason. Because you've been taking shortcuts your whole life. Once you get to an obstacle that has no shortcuts, then you're fucked, you know? And that's why I think just boxing for me completely changed my mindset just on life. Because there's no shortcuts. There's no shortcuts. Because you'll know in that ring. You'll know once you get in the ring, once you get to sparring, once you get into competing, all the shortcuts you took to get there, to cut weight, all the shortcuts you fucking took, all the shortcuts when you're hitting the bag, like when coach not looking, you put your hands down, shit like that. The little shit when you're doing a plank and then you stop 10 seconds before it ends. All those little instances that you wanted to cheat yourself are gonna display when it matters most. So when no one's looking, do what you gotta do. You can get ahead of most people. Most people, again, are lazy. Most people have no skill. Most people are okay with being average, which is better for us, which is better for that 1 to 10% that want to improve the world, want to improve themselves, and just be better overall, better mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever Lee you want to talk about. Just do a little bit every day. That's it. That's it, and you got it. We're coming strong 2025. Peace.